Well, Durham, we have a decision to make. March 4th, we have a by-election to cast our votes for. Today is the last day of advance voting, and you have to make a decision. I think more than any other general election, since we've got this standalone by-election in Durham riding, we've got to make a decision. Is it the party we choose, or is it the candidate we choose? On Exit 425, I've managed to interview all the candidates except our Conservative candidate, who couldn't find an hour in a 36-day campaign to spend with me and get that interview completed so that I could put it on YouTube and all the podcast platforms that you care about. My name is Steve Ray, and I'm the host and content creator for Exit 425. It's where we live. So when I contacted each of the party groups, the only one that didn't respond was Adam Smith from the Rhino Party. And I did get a response from our Conservative candidate, but unfortunately they didn't have time for that 1 hour and 36 days to get that interview done. So they did promise me interviews after the election. So it was the same response I got from our MPP, whose office you see behind me, Todd McCarthy, whose staff told me that they didn't have time for an interview in the last provincial campaign, and basically have been ghosted since then in one form or another, even when I've requested a meeting without any kind of recording. So there you go. Think of that what you may. So do we vote for the party? Do we vote for a party that many of you are unhappy with, who happen to be in power at this time? Or do we vote for the local candidate and the people with the most local experience? That's a real challenge, and that's something to consider. Many have dumped on Jamil Jivani because of his apparent lack of local involvement. He lives in Oshawa, but the concern is that he really hasn't been involved in the community. So what does he know about the community? Robert Rock, representing the Liberal Party, seems like a really good guy who has been involved with the community for years, but at the same time is representing a party that is not well liked in the country, and many think that it's time for them to move on and get some change going in Ottawa. At the same time, the story abounds about Robert having wanted to represent the Conservatives to start with, but then managed to be invited by the Liberal Party to represent them in this election. So what do you do? Chris Borgia, NDP, Kevin McKenzie, Green Party, Khalid Qureshi from the Centrist Party, Grant Abraham from the United Party of Canada, Patricia Conlon from the People's Party of Canada. All these people are terrific people. And then we have our independent Pranay Gunti, who represented himself extremely well on the podcast with Exit 425. So what do you do? Who are you going to vote for? On the YouTube channel, leave comments below. Let's find out who you're going to vote for. What is going to capture your vote on March 4th? Make sure that you get out and vote, because it's so important that you send a message with each and every vote about who you want representing you. Do you want a party that is apparently putting a focus on local, and does that mean that you'll overlook the bigger picture dislike, or does it mean that you're going to vote for some change and even go with someone who doesn't have the local chops that some of the other candidates do? Good luck. It's a tough choice. Abby the Wonder Dog's interested in the election. Hey, Steve Ray, Exit 425. It's where we live.